Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lipstick Lips, and I'm coming to you with a tutorial on how I do my contouring and highlights. So keep on watching. So this is just for a disclaimer. This is how I do mine. This is how I learned to do my own contour and how I like it. In particular, it's not really the same as everybody you see like painting stuff all over their face, because I'm kind of not into all that. But I'm just going to show you what I do on how I go about applying my contour, and then later on I'm going to do a lipstick swatch on all the lipsticks that I got from Wet n Wild, and I have 3 more lipsticks that I bought from Jordana Cosmetics, and I'm just going to swatch that for you guys. And they are budget friendly. You know, the Jordanas are $3 and the Wet n Wild I believe are $2, so I'm going to swatch that for you a little bit later. So let's get right into this. It's not going to make this a long video. I already applied my brows, eyeshadow, and eyelashes. I know where my eyelashes are from this time around. These are the Vegas Nays. I got it from Target. It was about $7, and these are in Shining Star. That's the name of these lashes. They're pretty cute. I'll move in close so you can see. They're pretty. So I'm not really into buying $6 lashes. Keep it $3 and under, man. $3 and under, but these are very much worth your money, and you can use it, you know, over again if you don't rip it, but whatevs. So let's just get right in. I'm just going to apply my foundation. I'm using Match Master by MAC in the color 8.0, and I'm going to apply that all over my face. I'll get right into that. And don't mind me if I start sweating, because these lights are hot, and I turned off my air conditioner because I don't like the way it drowns out the sound. So I'm just going to sweat. Hopefully it makes me nice and dewy and fresh. Let's get into this. I'm going to start by applying some Fix Plus spray to my flat top brush. This is by BH Cosmetics. This is also budget friendly because it's the whole set. It came with about 6 in a set, and it was $20, so that was worth my money. Let's get started. Let's not forget to moisturize. I'm going to use Cetaphil. You know, you can get this from Walmart. This was my go-to moisturizer, but I fell in love with Charge Water and I couldn't put it down, so I'm just going to use this now. And it's for oily skin and keeps your skin moisturized and not all cracky and weird. I don't know, but it works for me. So I also was using the facial wash until I ran out, because this stuff ain't cheap, and I didn't even get a chance to buy it again, but I still do have my moisturizer. So I feel like I'm rambling, talking about nothing, but let's just finish this. I like to, for my foundation, I like to spray my foundation with Fix Plus so that it'll become more manageable to work with, because sometimes it tends to get sticky, and I just sprayed my whole mirror, so that was smart. Alright, I'm just gonna work that all in my face. That doesn't sound right. But who am I to judge? Now that my face is on, I feel like my face look extra square right now. But now that my face is on, if you guys ever feel like when you buy foundation, like if you feel like it doesn't match your skin, or it makes you look flat or weird looking, it's because you do have to like be mindful of the fact that when you apply foundation, you're taking away all the shadows. Like, you're just making a plain surface, so it's like creating this round face. Like right now my face looks round. I have no depth to it. Like, you can't see my, you know, the shadows around my cheekbones, around my nose, because I covered it all up with the foundation. So you might feel like it's not matching you right, but you have to, you know, highlight and contour to bring those shadows back in. So it's the whole thing about makeup. So alright, I like to start with my highlight first, and to start, this is a foundation stick by Sonia Kashuk in Chestnut, and I don't really use this too much, but I'm going to use it for this video in particular. So it's going to apply that to all the points of my face that I want to highlight. So when you go to highlight here, you want to make like triangles underneath your eyes, and that is going to accentuate your under eye area and bring highlight to that area. You also want to bring it down the bridge of your nose and right here in the middle of your forehead, on your chin, and your cupid's bow. So let's go in. And once you look like you have applied all your war paint on, you want to start blending that out. So typically I use my beauty blender to blend out my contour, because my highlight, sorry. I use my beauty blender first to blend out my highlight because I feel like that works best for me. Some people use brushes, some people use their fingers, but I'm not into using my hands to rub in makeup. I just don't like it. So beauty blender, make sure it's nice and damp. Make sure it's damp, completely damp, you know, wet, so the sponge doesn't absorb the product, and you just want to go right on in and blend. And just to remind you guys, when you're when you're blending out your highlight, you want to use tapping motions. Please don't wipe the foundation. That's weird. Just don't do it. Just do tapping motions, because that way you won't move around the product to places that you never even want it to be in the first place. So when you tap, you're blending it and creating this airbrush like finish. So tap, 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 tap that right on out. And once you're finished applying your highlight, you want to go on with a loose powder, because your loose powder is going to, you know, ensure that your highlight doesn't, you know, drip or move anywhere throughout the day. It's going to make your skin look flawless and not like textured like you have a cream on your face, and it's just going to make it look, brighten it even more and stand out even more. So using one of those step wedges that they have at every store you might walk into, you just want to make sure you apply that to all the areas that you highlighted already and let it sit. So you're not going to dust it off just yet. Now this powder is in the color Recharge by MAC, and it's a color correcting powder, so I felt like the Sonia Kashuk was kind of light, and this will just correct it for me and not make me appear as bright as some may want to be, but I don't. So I'm gonna let that sit and cook. That's what everybody call it. They call it cooking. I call it the cocaine face. You like your makeup like this, suit yourself, you can just walk on out like that, but I don't recommend it. While this is cooking, I'm just going to move on to the contour part of the... For my contour, I typically use two brushes. I use my Sonia Kashuk's contouring brush, if you can see that in the video. It's just a flat top, just a flat brush. And then for the second brush, I use this angled fluffy brush, and this will just blend it out. So this here applies the product. It'll just apply it and place it in the place that I want it to be. And this brush here will just blend it all out and make it look natural. Using my NC48 powder, I do not use a cream to contour my face because I'm oily, so I try to not use oils on my face. So I'm gonna use a powder, and I'm going to use this to contour. And when you take this, let me get a little bit closer, let y'all know. Some people think that the, you know, sculpting out their face starts here, like it has to be, that's like it start, I don't know, but it actually, you want to actually start up here because you can see my bone here. I can feel it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you feel your bone here, and if you go all the way back, it's at the top of your ear. And some people start down here where you're not supposed to be starting anyway. So just dip it in here, and you're gonna start right up there where you feel that bone. I feel it, and I'm gonna place it there, right there. And I'm just gonna pat it down. I'm not gonna go all the way down because this is just like an outline. This is just gonna apply it there. You guys can see that. All right, cool. We straight. You're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Feel for that bone, and you're gonna place it right there. All right, so without adding any more product to this brush, the angled brush, I'm just gonna blend that. And I'm gonna blend it out over here. Alright, so once I'm done that process, I'm just going to wipe away all this powder off my face, and I'm going to be using, I don't know the name of this brush, but I got it from Ulta. It doesn't have a name on it. That's weird. But I'm going to use this fluffy brush, and I'm going to remove all the powder that I just applied to my face. Alright, I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Sun Power, and I'm going to apply that all over my face to set my foundation. Although I already set my concealer with the powder, I still didn't set my foundation, so I'm just going to do that now with my Real Techniques powder brush. This is the big fluffy dome brush. Just going to apply that all to my face. Now, as you can see already, that I have shape back to my face just by contouring my cheekbones alone. You can see the shape that the highlight brought back the light, and the contour brought back the shadows. So my face has a shape now. There we go. There we go. It was in there, just had to get it out. Now I'm just gonna go back to contouring, and I'm gonna do my nose, and I'm not gonna add any more product to this brush because I don't like a really strong contour depending on what look I'm going for my nose. So I'm just going to apply whatever product I have left on this brush and just contour my nose, and I'm just going to go right down the side here. And this brush is perfect for it because it's just straight and it just goes to my nose. Maybe I just have a long nose, but it's perfect. And I'm just going to go down my nose. You can kind of like meet that with your eyebrow up here, and it'll make that effect of a full contour. If you get my drift. And then we're going to take that right underneath my nose. This is going to lift it and make it look, you know, perky. Then with that same angle brush, I'm going to add more product to this brush, and I'm going to go around my face. And this is going to put shadow to my face. For people with the people with big foreheads, you can add the shadow to your forehead and create a smaller one. And then for people with small, really small foreheads, you add more of a highlight to your forehead to make it appear bigger. So that's how you play with the makeup. So I'm just gonna go around my face with this makeup and create more depth and shape and dimension to my face. I'm such a lame. And I'm gonna go under my chin here. This is gonna make your chin up here more chiseled and cut, if you can see what I'm going for, right? And this is just to, if you feel like your contour is not as on the side of your cheeks is not as strong as you want it to be, you take the powder with the same step with the step wedge, and you just go right underneath your contour, and it's just going to make it appear more sharp, right underneath it. And you can go right down to your cheekbones, give it a little curve, let that sit. Same thing over here. Give it a little curve and let that sit. And this is just gonna create like a sharp contour. That you can't forget to highlight your face. Some people don't really like the highlight. I mean, I guess they have something with glitter, but I love it. And I'm just gonna highlight my face. So what you're gonna highlight is the high points of your cheekbones. And by doing that, you create a higher cheekbone. It'll make your cheekbones appear higher and more like there and noticeable. But to start off with my cheeks, I like to go in with my fan brush and go right on the tops of my cheekbones here and create that highlight. And the same thing over here. And then the same thing with your nose. Okay, I like to use my finger for this part. I'm just going to take it down the bridge of my nose, just right here in this area here. And then that's it, just that little small area, and then apply it to the tip of my nose. And when I do that, you can already see that it's making my nose look lifted and pointed. It's shaping my nose. You can see it because I can see it. It's making it look more slim and lifted and cute. So also highlight it, and because your nose sits out. So I hope I'm explaining myself right, because sometimes I talk backwards and in circles. So I'm trying, guys. Just work with me here. And since you're done that, you're gonna wipe away this cocaine powder off the side of your cheeks, because you don't want people to think, you don't want people to know you're on cocaine. So just wipe that one off before you go out. Just wipe that off the side of your face here. And as you can see, it made my contour even more sharp. And you can see it more. I don't even have to make a face for you to see. So that is it for contouring. Once you're finished with that, do not forget to set your face with a finishing spray. And I like to use Urban Decay's setting spray, and this is in De-Slick, and this is for oil control. So I'm oily and I don't like to be controlled by oil, so I got oil control, if you get my drift. But just make sure you apply that all over your face, soak your face with that, and let it dry. This is going to sit the powders down and not make it look, you know, powdery and lifted. It'll just sink into your skin. So here we go. Alright, so that is it for contouring and highlight. You guys see my contour and my highlight. It came out really, really pretty. I didn't put on any lipstick because I'm going to do a lipstick swatch for you guys. So I hope you got everything you needed from that contour part. So if you have any questions, leave a comment, leave it in the comments below, and I got your answers.